internet. We're back in Factorio. Part 2. And where did we leave off? Well, we left off exactly here. Oh, I'm already getting attacks. Okay, good. So then we know which turrets to reinforce. That one on the bottom corner predictably, since it's the nearest to the enemies. So we'll do that quickly. So yes, oil processing is the next goal, because we've just got it researched. That's not a turret. Okay, that should be more than enough to hold that off. Okay. Right, so what do I need to make for oil processing, and how much do I need to make of oil processing? I haven't actually researched plastic yet. Let me quickly go and look at that. 20 gas for 2 plastics. And then to run the blue science you need 3 advanced circuits, which is 6 plastic. Plus the sulfur, which is the equivalent of 2/3 of, no, 3/4 of a plastic. Something like that. So let's just say we want so when I say that's 3 plastics, which is 30, plus 1 sulfur, which is 15, 45 gas, which from oil processing is 45 petroleum. Okay, so it's pretty much 1-to-1, I guess. Oil refineries to... Oh wait, no, that's 45 in 5 seconds, and then blue science is 45 in 24 seconds, so that's like 1/5. So one oil refinery should be able to support 5 assemblers worth of chemical packs. That is if they were assembler 3s, or 2, well, between 2 and 3, because it's 0.75 and 125. All the maths. Don't really need to do this maths. Let's just say, let's do like 3 oil refineries. Pick an arbitrary number, that would be fine. So what do we need? Bricks, pipe, circuits, gears, steel, okay. That's way too many bricks. Iron stuff, that's what I'm missing. Right, 3 of those, we're going to need... Well, let's keep it proportional. Let's say you need effectively half of a sulfur to 1.5 plastic. So let's do 1 to 3, I guess. And then oil derricks, or pump jacks, as they're known. With how many points are there up there? 4. And obviously a whole goddamn ton of pipe. You can never have enough pipe. Just do all of it. In fact, I should probably not hit the mic. I should probably put a little factory just to make pipes, because as soon as you start doing oil, you just need so many pipes. It's quite ridiculous. Let's just... Oh, no, not there. Let's do it on this side. No, even that's not great. We can do it down the bottom. No, okay, we'll do it up here for now. Though I was going to do long inserters there, I guess. Well, let's do that as well then. Alliances. And that should be this, and we'll need an output into a chest, which I didn't need to make another one of, but okay. One stack will be sufficient. It requires iron and gears, which means I do actually need a gear factory, because of the way I have this laid out. Throw in a power pole and we could. And then we can do the pipes. So we'll just shove those on the end. In tier 2 factories, because you need a lot of pipes, and that's not even how you do it. You put it further apart so you can pass through the box. And probably fast. Yep, sure, whatever. Oh yes, and excuse my realistic industrial background noise. I've had to open the curtains, so the trains are going to be a bit more audible. We're not going to be getting into trains in the game for a little while. Or possibly a long while. What with the increased richness of all these deposits. They might last me quite a while. Oh, right, pipes. That's the whole thing I was waiting for. Let's just do like... Well, let's just queue up all of them and we'll cancel it as necessary. Okay, so what we want is a branch off of the power or the coal line. We'll send it up this side, I guess. Oh, right, yeah. Need the iron to be able to craft that. And this will go to wherever we make the plastic. Don't need to worry about that yet. We'll probably try and pipe the oil as far down as we can before we actually start making the plastic. No, that's silly. That's fine, I guess. And I'll just run regular pipe because I'm too lazy to bother with undergrounds, you know, even though it's better for UPS and all that stuff. Don't really mind. I don't think I've ever actually built a base that's large enough to have a significant impact on my frame rate, except for in a couple of cases with modded playthroughs. I think maybe one or other of my C block runs got to that point. Okay. You obviously haven't actually managed to make any pipes yet because you're getting through the undergrounds, and you're nearly done with the undergrounds though, so that's fine. I need to put away some of these bricks, or use them. I guess I could make a path. Do I really need to? Not really. And also, who knows where my actual factory will be in a minute. I should probably just put this chest back down and put them back in there. That's probably fine. Well, iron is definitely looking a bit sparse, but I mean, I guess I'm just chewing through it in terms of pipes. Maybe I should make some steel furnaces, because we can definitely squeeze a bit more production out of this belt, especially considering we're basically not using any steel. What do we need for that? Oh, we need those bricks that I just put away. Let's do 10. Why not? Where's being attacked? Oh, yep, that corner. Good. Working as intended. Why is that one not going? Oh. Because apparently I forgot to put in the outputs. Well, that's one reason why that belt wasn't running at its best capacity. Didn't fill in all the ghosts. Alright, pipes, how many you got? 140, yeah, that should be enough. We'll take like some of these. Ideally an even number. Now, of course, since this is a newer version of Factorio than even the last time I played vanilla, we'll be having this basic oil processing, the new version where you only get petroleum, not the other two products. Which was a choice that I didn't really agree with. I thought that, you know, better tutorials was the better solution to that problem. For why people always got stuck on oil. But, you know, I guess it doesn't matter. And in this case it might actually be helpful because all I'm worried about is making some plastic and sulfur and then demolishing the entire thing. So without having to worry about the other products, I won't actually have to worry about, you know, sticking them in tanks and moving them around. Which, you know, is not exactly the use case that this was designed for, but it's still helpful, I suppose. In fact, I'm not even going to bother spacing the outputs, I'm just going to connect them all up, just because I can. Except, you know, the other inputs disappear, so... Okay, and then connect these up. And then the chemical plants. We're going to want the plastic ones on the back side, probably. And the sulfur one on the front, which will need space for the water input as well, so probably there. Do we need sulfuric acid yet? What is sulfuric acid actually used for? Batteries. Yeah, we probably don't need it. Don't need to worry about that just yet, I don't think. And then the water can just come straight under here. We may want to, you know, make a couple of underground segments of this just for the sake of being able to walk around here a little bit easier. That's probably not necessary. Okay, plastic out, coal in. It sounds like I might need some more power. Oh, not really. And then that should just be sulfur out. And then I guess I just need a few power poles, big ones, to extend up to the oil pumps, and we'll be good for oil for now, probably, unless I want to expand that production. We'll see how it goes. Once we get to blue science, what are we at? Advanced electronics, okay, red circuits. One more should do. Can I get these all with a medium power pole, maybe? Well, yes, technically I can, if I put an underground pipe in. Highly necessary, as always. Okay, good. Let's go make sure everything is actually running. And that should more or less be all the oil I need for this early blue science. Maybe. Haven't done all this maths that I theoretically would need to do to know for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably not enough oil refineries. And we are gonna need more power. Let's... How much do these use again? 60 per second out of 1200. Oh, that's just, yeah. Don't even think about that number. That's way more than you ever need to worry about. Okay, that's all ready to go. And then we need the red circuit factory and the engine factory. And then we'll be all good for blue science. This belt still isn't quite getting full. I should probably put a few more iron mines down. Yep, they're still attacking that same corner. Fleece and Cloud haven't quite reached those guys yet. Probably need to put some more ammo in those turrets though, because I only put in like the minimum. Oh wait, that one's just touching copper. I'm going to need a filter. guess these ones will be much more touching copper. Oh. Okay, good, right. And we've just finished advanced circuits, so we can get on that. But that will be for the sped up footage section. So what should you be seeing during this sped up footage? I'm going to preview the sped up footage before we review the sped up footage afterwards. We'll get red circuits, we'll get blue science, then there'll probably be a fair bit of waiting around while I just research robots and, build some robots. And then the mass demolition and rebuild can begin, probably. There may be some amount of thinking time, which I may or may not leave the video running for, and probably better not to, even in the sped up footage, but we'll see. Okay, let's get this rolling. And we're back. It's been another successful 2 hours. Like, weirdly successful. I'm really quite surprised at how well everything's running, considering I still haven't even researched red belts. All of this is just running off yellow, and only one yellow belt of each of the primary resources. So I'm really quite surprised about how productive it's been. So I've been burning a bunch of circuits, making modules, and now hopefully just a few blue circuits because I want to get power armor and exoskeletons so I can, you know, be faster, because that's always nice. I probably might want to prioritize the blue circuits for a little while though, because I don't especially need the modules. And down here I've got robo frames coming through gradually. I'm manually delivering the batteries for them at the moment because, I mean, I'm only planning on making a few construction robots in preparation for pulling the entire place down and rebuilding. I mean, really, I probably could like not even do that and just continue this base and finish the game with this mess, but if I'm going to take any amount of chunk out of this 14 million, I mean 6 million that I need to get through, I'm going to need a much better base than this. The belts are looking a little bit sparse. I mean, it's mainly the steel, of course, because it's one yellow belt trying to supply 2 different things, which isn't really enough. If I was going to do some red belts, I should probably do this little bit just up to where it splits. That would probably help quite a lot, and then I could stick some more iron drills in. I'll probably do that. Other things I should probably use the other half of this stone patch to start mass producing landfill, because I'm probably going to need it if we go and look at the map for a sec. Because if we want to talk about the theoretical plan of what I want this base to look like in the long term, I mean, the oil position is, apart from this bit, the oil position there might be useful to build like a refinery over this sort of area, and then if we could landfill all this, maybe we could just have the whole base go into this sort of... They're attacking over there, okay. Go into this sort of chunk. And with the circuit situation in mind, I'm thinking what I might try and do is effectively make circuits outside the main factory. So we'll have a main factory with a standard kind of bus arrangement with the labs and then eventually the rocket on that line, and probably some mall type equivalent things on coming in from train stations into smelters for the raw materials. But then instead of making circuits in that factory, we'll make circuits in a separate factory that's also supplied by trains, and then train the circuits into the main factory and out to a module factory, I guess, just to use them up. It'll be a little bit more train work than usual, and realistically, when I say train them out to a module factory, it's probably only going to be like right next to the main factory. It's just going to be like 2 separate sets of belts that aren't going to intermingle, at least initially. I mean, maybe we'll put the circuit factory somewhere further away once we get a bit further up the tech tree and can more easily clear out large areas. Or maybe it won't be necessary. I don't know. Okay, that's exoskeletons researched. Let's research red belts, I guess. Why not? Because I guess that also gives you trains. Let's see, what do we need? Oh yeah, we need to go and put some more guns over on the far side, now that they've started attacking over there. And I also have night vision, so it makes nights slightly less dramatically dark. And I've also seen, this is a new thing for version 1, the water turns green when there's pollution, which is kind of cool. Although, I don't know if green is exactly the right colour. I guess you could say it's like some kind of algae that thrives on pollution, but I would have gone with like maybe brown, grey. I don't know. Green seems a bit too natural of a colour. So which one was it? I think it was this top one, right? Yeah. He's still all small biters, looks like it. Okay, that should keep that going. Let's think about getting the landfill production online. I'm quite surprised the pollution even made it past all these trees. Is it going over the top? Yeah, I guess this... it's not like my pollution cloud isn't gigantic already. What we need mines. No. Nope, that is that turret, okay. I thought that was another singular turret getting attacked. How are we doing? 36. It's not enough yet. How many do I actually need? 40 for the armor and 10 per exoskeleton. Probably only going to run 1, I guess. Maybe 2. What was I doing? Oh yeah, drills. Wait, I made a box for that. Don't need to go scooping that off the belt any longer. The iron I still do, but... Okay, we should just be able to dump all that straight into a factory. Like this, maybe... No, not like that. What are you doing? That's stupid. More like that. And obviously you'll want, like, a lot of inserters, because landfill uses a lot of stone. Wherever it is. There it is. 20. Wooden chest, and output. Okay, that's that underway. I might just quickly jam some efficiency modules in those, as I've been doing with most of the drills, just to keep my power grid functional and also, you know, reduce pollution a little bit. How are we doing? 59. Okay, so one of those, and I need more steel. At least one of those. And that means it's time to consign the modular armor to the spaceship. as has been my theme. Just put this old unused equipment in there. Once you've taken all the good stuff off it anyway. Okay. So we could probably use, let's put this way around. We could probably use 4 more solar panels at least. In fact, I might be tempted to go with 12 more solar panels so I can have 1 white skeleton and maybe a shield. Because you'll notice that just running around is draining these batteries pretty quick. So let's turn those off for now, at least until the battery gets a bit more charged. And we'll build at least 4 more of these, I suppose. At least, for now. Right. So, what do I actually need to do to start making this a functional base? Once I've demolished it all. Well, the fact that the ore patches are here is slightly inconvenient. I mean, I guess I can run the belts like up here into the smelters before I actually need to run trains. I'm gonna need some cliff explosives. That's another thing I'm gonna need to set up. What are they made of again? Explosives, empty barrel, grenade. So that's iron and coal, and explosives is what? Sulfur and coal? Yes. Sulfur, coal, and then coal, iron, and steel. Well, here's sulfur and coal. There's an iron belt I guess I could pull off the back of the circuits. And then steel is not very accessible from there, but I guess I could just drop it in manually. Because you don't need that much. Barrels are only 1 each. What next on the research? Do we research railway just so I can sort of plan for where I'm going to put the stations? Yeah, I guess so. And I suppose you're going to need that for production science at some point. Okay, so what are we looking at? You're looking at grenades, coal and iron. You're going to need explosives, coal and sulfur, and then cliff explosives in the middle. Are those in chemical plant or normal? They appear to be in normal. Yeah, I think that should work. Assuming I can find a way to get this belt down there. Okay, let's go grab a stack of steel. Plug this into water. And then just wait a minute and see what the bottleneck is. It's probably not explosives. Those are pretty fast. But it does use 10. What is that? That's 2 in 4 seconds. That's 1 in 2 seconds, and that's 1 in 8 seconds. So the explosives is like slightly faster than the grenade in total. Oh, wait. That's not right. You need to actually make those into a barrel first. Should I probably even do it like that? Okay, any more research that I actually want? Because I'm more or less just doing stuff to waste time until I get all the robots and whatnot finished. I suppose I could do work a robot cargo size. Could do mining productivity. I think I should probably do the gun upgrades. At least one tier of them. Yeah, let's go with 8 more solar panels, 1 more exoskeleton and a shield. That should be a reasonable setup. Still might discharge the batteries, but I'm not too worried. I can just turn it on and off as necessary. And I guess now it's time to think about these red belts, because the steel is actually sort of falling behind at this point. All the smelters are now open, so that's like as good a production as it gets. else do I need for these? More steel. So one more of those, and I haven't actually researched shields yet. Oh yeah, and I already made a robo port in preparation, because I'm not going to be using the personal robo port for quite a while. What was I doing up here? Oh yeah, the red belts. Ah yes, good old double exoskeleton. That's the sort of speed you should be moving. Okay, good. I mean, that's not going to stay as a full belt for very long. Once it's drained back a bit. But that is at least a slightly improved level of steel production. How are we doing on robo frames? We're just waiting for the last few. Let me redistribute these batteries manually so they're not sitting around on the belt. And we're probably good for blues again for a while, so I'll at least turn on green again. Don't really care about the other two currently. How are we actually looking power-wise? Yeah, we're pretty good. Electric mining drills are now below all of the assembling machines and the chemical plants, although I think that's only because of the speed moduled chemical plants that I'm using, which is actually completely unnecessary, I think. I was only using it to make sure this didn't get backed up, but by the looks of it, they're more or less idle. So probably I don't even need those. Let's just wait and see if they go idle again. Yep, they apparently do, although that might be because the petroleum gas is backed up. And that's because the plastic's backed up. Well, yeah, I mean, but there's still lubricant in the pipe anyway, so we're still good. How are we doing cliff explosives? I'm getting there quite slowly. Maybe I should upgrade these. Hell, maybe I should just upgrade all of this. Let's just go all the way. Okay, well, I think that probably finishes up for this episode. It's been a not bad 4-hour run so far. Well, more like 5-hour, 6-hour, I guess, considering the sped up footage has been 4 hours in total. Yeah, so it looks like next episode is likely to be the mass demolition and rebuilding episode. Well, I don't know if I'm not going to have nearly enough landfill to fill all this in, so there may be a period of hanging out, thinking of some other stuff to do before we can actually start doing that. Because I might need to significantly upgrade my landfill production. In fact, I might even just go up here, move my turrets up onto this cliff, and then just build a mass landfill production site on that 3 million stone deposit. That might not be a bad idea. But yes, I think that's it for this episode. End card. Yes, that's what I'm forgetting. End card. Put it on screen, and there's a research thing, and there's our socially stuff. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter to inform you when our podcast is posted on happysalad.net, which is our website. And obviously this is a YouTube channel which you are watching a video upon, which you can like and subscribe as much as you want to. I was going to say as much as you like to, which I guess would also make more sense. And then come back soon for more videos. Some of them may be similar to this one. Some of them may be other things. And I'm gone.